Cheers. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I am Helen.
We are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, where we dye yarn and make bags.
Remember how the last couple days we were complaining about how hot and muggy it was? Well, Mother Nature said, hold my beer.
Yeah. All right. So it is afternoon because we got on a conference call with some people, and that took a little bit longer than we expected. We were having such a lovely time chatting, and just time flew by. So here we are. Today we are going to do a book review for The Keeper of Lost Things, which I have right here. And
we have a whole yarn collection to go with that.
we have yarn to show for that. Heat brain. We have our mini skein kit for our Pride collection that we're going to be showing. All of these are going to be available on our update today at 5 p.m.
Yes, ToadHollowNJ.com.
Right. And
in there will be Fairy Mouse and Ursula and Dear Reader, all of which we showed earlier in the week.
right, so Fairy Mouse and Ursula were the two that were the mystery skeins from July. Okay, so what shall we do first?
You want to show the Pride, and then we'll go into the Keeper?
Okay, we can do that.
So on Sunday, Mary Beth put up she picked some of our yarn and put them up in the rainbow and just said Happy Pride, and somebody suggested we do a mini skein set, and everybody jumped on that. So we're like, oh, okay, sure. We'll do a mini skein set. So we have, and it's going to be available in both fingering and DK weight.
6 mini skeins, 20 grams each.
So you have, this is Les Rev. This is an unnamed orange as of yet. ROUS from our Princess Bride collection. Mr. Carrisford, of course. Peruvian Viper Tooth. And
Dear Reader.
Dear Reader.
And those are the 6.
Right. And so these will be, as I said, available in both fingering weight minis, and this will be our first DK weight minis that are available. And we are going to be giving 10% of the purchase price every time we sell one of these to...
We have 2 different organizations that we're going to do. We're going to be doing HRC, which is the Human Rights Campaign, and then NBJC, which is the National Black Justice Coalition. Both of these have part of their organization works with troubled youth who are coming to terms with their sexuality and that kind of thing. And so that
and big
was
in the LGBTQ.
right, and that was one of the reasons we chose them, because they both work with they have a big youth organization. So
because when we put the colors up, we never intended it to be a monetary thing. It was just a Happy Pride.
Right.
So we wanted to, if we were going to sell it, to have a portion of the proceeds go towards the LGBTQ community.
Right.
So
I did want to mention our they are a mixture. No, they're 100% superwash, right? And the fingering weight are around 82 yards per mini skein. The DK ones are about 43.
Right.
So I just wanted you guys to
20 gram minis.
20 gram minis.
But perfect for color work or
Heels and toes.
DKs, but the DK weight,
Right.
good for color work and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this is a DK that I'm holding up.
It's gorgeous.
Yes.
Gorge. So there's that. Okay, so super hot day.
And we thank you in advance for purchasing
Yes.
and donating. Yeah, super hot day. We each get half a cat.
I would say Tabitha's tail says hello, but she's already settled, so I don't want to bother her. Okay.
Onto the book.
Onto the book. Okay. I know a lot of you have read The Keeper of Lost Things by Ruth Hogan, because you've said how excited you are about this.
Actually, I forget who it was, but a viewer suggested it to us over a year ago, I think. So, thank you very much.
Yes. Oh my God. This one was a good one.
Yeah.
Here is the back. This is what it says. A lime green plastic flower shaped hair baubles found on a playing field, Dairywood Park, 2nd September. Bone china cup and saucer found on a bench in Riviera Public Gardens, 31st October. Anthony Perdue is the keeper of lost things. Once a celebrated author of short stories, now in his twilight years, Anthony has sought consolation from the long-ago loss of his fiancée by lovingly rescuing lost objects, the things others have dropped, misplaced, or accidentally left behind. Realizing that he's running out of time, he leaves his beautiful house and all the collected treasures to his unsuspecting assistant Laura, the one person he trusts to fulfill his legacy. Recovering from a bad divorce, Laura is in some ways one of Anthony's lost things, but when she moves into his lovely old Victorian mansion, her life suddenly begins to change. Anthony's final wishes set in motion a most serendipitous series of encounters as Laura sets out to realize Anthony's last wish, reuniting his cherished lost objects with their owners. With an unforgettable cast of characters that includes a teenage girl with special powers, a handsome gardener, a fussy ghost, and an array of irresistible four-legged friends, The Keeper of Lost Things is a heartwarming read about second chances, endless possibilities, and joyful discoveries. I actually think that is absolutely perfect, because that is exactly what it was. All right, so I finished this
page
a few months ago. Helen just finished it.
I just love this book. It was just, it's and I read it over several months because I started it and then we started doing the book club, so I picked up January's book, and then when I finished January's book I was reading it again, and then I could put it down so that it's you're not tied to the plot or anything like that. It's just, you're just building on the characters.
It is
a
quiet book.
Yeah, I just love that about it.
I think there are a lot of books that take little short stories and put them in amongst the plot and then try and tie them up at the end. I think this one was an exceptionally good book at tying everything up at the end. The way she pieced everything together.
You kind of saw where it was all going to go.
Right.
There wasn't any great, ooh, we have to do the big reveal or anything like that.
Right.
But, so, yeah, it was just...
It was...
And all the characters, even, the hateful sister, and they just all had...
redeeming qualities.
Yeah.
So, who were some of your favorite characters? Who stuck out with you in this?
Well, I love Sunshine. And I love Bomber.
Yeah.
And what's her name, Eunice?
Eunice, yeah.
Yeah, Bomber and Eunice. I love their whole storyline running through it. And Freddie. I love them all, really. Freddie was the gardener.
Yeah. I thought that Laura was one of the weaker characters. She was kind of...
Well, she had to be the wishy-washy, find her way kind of thing, no, I can't, why did he do this?
Right.
So that I understood her need, why she was the weaker to get to be the stronger.
I kind of saw her as the...
she was the thread.
The thread that tied them all together, yeah. She was just kind of a blah tan thread.
Yeah.
Not bright.
Right.
Like Sunshine.
Portia amused me. She was a horrid person. She was Bomber's sister. But her books just crack me up. Her books just crack me up. And when Bomber's father was in the home, because he had Alzheimer's. He had Alzheimer's. And she came bustering in, and he pretended not to know her.
Right.
And then he looked at Eunice at the end, and he's like, there's got to be some perks to this disease. I can pretend I don't know my horrid daughter. So even, like, the little side characters of Bomber's parents.
Right.
And some of the stories were kind of rough.
I thought some of the stories, some of the stories were really good.
With her china, and then she was I think her son was making her move, so she had to pack everything up. So she blew up her house.
I loved... Did you think that he wrote the stories to go with the things he found? Or did you think that that was just
I think there was there were some magical powers in there, knowing what the stories were, because you've got the umbrella there, the children's umbrella found in New York. That was a real thing because she was one of the ones that came and collected it.
Right.
And the story matched what happened.
Right.
So, just like Sunshine knew, there was the lady's glove, and she was the one who got hit by the train, so she knew. She said she's not coming for it. And then there was, I think it was the bracelet of
the knotted thread, red and black bracelet.
Yeah,
that's very funny. I'm open to that one.
She that story was just awful. So she threw the bracelet in the fire because she knew the girl would never want it.
Okay.
And she just knew from certain things.
Right.
So
Sunshine was quite a character.
Yeah.
She really was.
And I will always refer to it as having my lovely cup of tea.
Yes.
So,
but it was just when she just came and knocked on the door and said, I'm going to be your friend.
Right. Yeah.
My
name is Sunshine and I'm going to be your friend.
Right. You need people need sunshine.
But she knew things because when Laura was hiding from her, and Freddie's girlfriend came to the door and, why aren't they answering? And she's like, oh, they're hiding from me. And it was just, she knew it, and it hurt her feelings, but she just, so.
I think she had gotten to the point where she could accept it. It would still hurt her feelings, but she understood that people would hide from her periodically, which was sad.
Yeah. And she also, she stood up for herself at the end, because she's like, you guys aren't listening to me. I know what the piece is, so.
Yeah, no, she definitely had her superpowers. Mm-hmm. She had her special things, and she's just. So, did you like the way the two stories intertwined? The story of Bomber and Eunice, and the story of.
Yes. It was a little perfect, but I did like it.
Yeah. I really liked Anthony. I thought you didn't get as much of him as you might have wanted, but and
also Teresa as the ghost,
right?
So
she has good characters.
Yes,
really good characters.
And our sister number 3 has read several of her other books, and she says they're all really good. So I'm interested to read more of her books.
Okay. So shall we show what we've got?
Sure.
Okay. Sorry, we have heat brain today. Things aren't working properly. All right. Shall we do full size first or minis?
Yes. No, do the full size and then I'll show the minis at the end.
All right. So one of the first things, actually, it's the very beginning of the book. Charles Bramwell Broccoli was traveling alone and without a ticket on the 1442 from London Bridge to Brighton. The Huntley and Palmer's biscuit tin in which he traveled teetered precariously on the edge of the seat as the train juddered to a halt in Hayward Heath. But just as it toppled forward to the carriage floor, it was gathered up by a safe pair of hands. Okay, so when I first read that, I was trying to figure out how a little man was traveling, and I soon learned. But we went online and looked to see some of the Huntley and Palmer's biscuit tins because Bomber was such a huge part of the book and we loved him so much. So we wanted to make sure that we included him.
Yeah.
And one of them is a white background with blue writing on it and blue decorations. So this is Bomber.
Bomber.
For the Huntley and Palmer's
tin. For his final resting place. Not his final.
And then this is for the lime green beret. Hairband. And
this is a tonal, and this is now one of my new favorite colors.
Oh, that is a gorgeous color.
So this was one of the little vignette stories.
And then at the end, there is the shower of rose petals. And this is what we are calling the shower of rose petals. And this is peaches and pinks.
A little bit of green.
Gorgeous. And then there was the St. Teresa medal that played into this. So we went to find an illustration of St. Teresa to see. And there was one that had, she was in a brown habit with all different soft colors around it. So we started with a very, very soft brown and then added some colors to it. And this one is just stunning.
Yeah. This is just the soft colors.
So this is the St. Teresa medal. And then we had to include sunshine.
Yeah.
So this is the lovely cup of tea. We found an illustration of a teacup that had all those colors in it, and it was such a pretty, pretty teacup.
And it was good. It worked because it had the sunshine base for sunshine. So, the lovely cup of tea.
And then I think this is my favorite. This is the Keeper of Lost Things, based on the cover of the book. So there are some yellows for the flowers and blues for the puzzle piece, and there are pinks for the roses.
Keeper of Lost Things. 6 colors. All kind of go together.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah. So.
And then we have the mini skein kit.
So it's a 6 skein kit. Oh, of course I dropped the saint. So that is the mini skeins.
Okay, so those are our colors. If you have questions or comments about the book, please leave them in the comments below because we'd love to see what you thought of it. I think pretty much everybody who read it really liked it, so let us know.
Yeah, so it was a good book.
Yeah, lots of fun. All right, we are going to go get ready for the update now. So we
have a big prize tonight. Going to the theater. Not really. But we're going to pretend.
We didn't even say that.
Yeah.
We haven't said anything about it because we're like, don't want to jinx anything.
I'm afraid Disney Plus is going to break.
I know. Everybody's going, it's going to be like, there have been 7 million views, we're not showing it anymore.
Either that or it just crashes. So we are eagerly waiting to watch Hamilton tonight.
We have been listening to the Hamilton soundtrack for years.
Since it came out,
literally years. We signed up to be part of the Hamilton tickets just in case, because they would give away a certain number of tickets free every day, because here in the New York area the tickets started at like $385 and it's just we could not do it. So we have been listening and singing along with Hamilton for the longest time, and today we get to be in the room where it happens and we get to go watch it. So we are so excited about it. When we saw it when Disney Plus announced it a couple of months ago, it's just oh my god! And then yesterday we were doing stuff and all of a sudden I looked at Tom like, do you realize that tomorrow is Hamilton? So our reward for doing everything that we had to do today is we get to see Hamilton tonight. So that is our plans. Yeah. So if you haven't seen it and you're interested in it, it's on Disney Plus. It's a fantastic musical score. Yeah. Really fantastic. And history too.
Yeah.
So
we will let you know what we thought tomorrow.
Yes. All right, so we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. I hope you guys don't have a ton of fireworks going off around you.
Yeah. Stay cool, everybody.
Yeah. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Bye.
Bye.